Yes, sir. Ski is the podcast. Heat Check episode 19. Let's go. Okay, today we chilling. You know what I'm talking about? This, I got a brother with me, man, that really hard to catch up with. I'm gonna say that personally, really hard to catch up with. Been trying to holler at him for a little while now, but the man's such a globetrotter. It's hard to get in contact with him, man. But on today's show, we gonna chop it up with my boy, Swagg Dinero. I don't know, is you still going by Swagg or is it Nero, Dinero, Nero Bands? What is it?
It's still the same, man. Swagg Dinero. That's the full name, but you know, everybody got shortcuts, so my shortcut really is Nero. But Swagg Dinero, that's what's gonna ring a bell when you say
Swagg
that name.
Dinero.
You say that name, it's gonna
That's
ring
the
a
name.
bell.
I know you by Swagg.
That's
Dinero
right.
came for me a little bit down the line. I can remember. I was on house arrest. Back when I first got in tune to your music, you know, I'm a little bit older, man. So a lot of the music that was going on, I wasn't too much
Into that stuff.
you know, into it yet or whatever. So then when I first started listening, your music, well, the music I was hearing coming from you was so much. It had more melodic tune to it, with, you know what I'm saying, great bars, and the shit that you was talking about had to be some of the most illest shit I had heard in a while. You know what I'm saying? And you was a shorty. I'm like, damn, what the fuck is this kid? You know what I'm saying? Like, he slapping. So much so, I done went on and downloaded this shit. Now I'm riding in my car. My old lady had a Honda Accord. Shout out there. I'm banging that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Riding around. Had really no idea the magnitude of impact that you had on the streets. Then I was just really a fan of the music, and that's what
Appreciate that, man.
That's what brought me into it or whatever. You kind of lost me now. You doing the Spanish and shit, but you know what I'm saying. Nonetheless,
I'm trying to touch all the dollars, pesos, years. I need everything.
Is that hard though?
Well, bro, I get streams from overseas, man.
That's what the money
That
is.
shit's working, so
That's what Chance and them was.
I ain't gonna stay single lane. I'm gonna swerve. I'm in traffic. I'm all over the E-way. Shit, catch me on Spanish and English, man. If I knew another language, I'd be rapping that motherfucker too.
Okay, so check it out, man. Let me ask you point blank period right now up front. Who are you?
I am John Coleman. I should have been a junior, but it's not on my name. And
So your father's name is
I'm
John
not.
as well?
That's right. His name is John Coleman. I ain't a rapper. I'm not a rapper.
What are you?
I just rap too.
You entertainer?
I do that too.
Oh,
See, a lot of niggas get stuck in that rap mode or that rap,
that lane.
that mindset, that clout. That's the hardest shit hitting in the streets right now. I hope you know.
I mean,
That shit hitting harder than crack. That shit hitting harder than ice, meth,
yeah.
fucking fentanyl, nigga.
I think that's the biggest
drug right now is clout,
the
bro.
biggest addiction right now.
I ain't addicted to that shit. Maybe because I done had that shit for
Right,
so long.
right.
That, you know what I'm saying, my tolerance is up. But I used that avenue that I was blessed with and expanded, man. Businesses, you know what I'm saying? Opportunities, relationships with people outside of rap.
But do you think don't you think you need clout to some level in order to branch out to different ponds and
Absolutely
begin revenue
not.
streams?
Absolutely not. But it is an advantage. It's an advantage, and it's a.
So what is clout?
Clout is notoriety. It's notoriety. Like, people know who you is. It's fame. It's fame. The word is fame, man. Recognition. I put that code in there so I could download the app.
See, the whole time I thought clout was clientele.
No, man. Clout
Clout meant you got clientele.
Clout is fame. Clout is fame. How many people know you? How many followers you got?
And that is the
How many
drug.
views you get? Yeah, they addicted to that, bro.
So, but you don't think you need that type of, you know what I'm saying? Well, what you do to gain it is one thing, but you don't think you need that type of, you know what I'm saying, pour towards you.
Do you know who Sliv is? Do you know who Sliv is?
Baby, son?
That's right.
Yeah.
But would you know who he is if you ain't did your research?
Nah, you wouldn't.
Oh, but man,
You know
that
Baby.
he the one touch. He eating just as much as Baby. He don't want the clout.
Like Biggs from Rockefeller.
You know what I'm saying? You don't. It's not necessary. It's lanes, avenues. It's motherfucking mindsets. Different people can have. If you want clout, you want fame, yeah, you can have it. And yes, it will help you in certain ways. But you can definitely be successful without it.
Is that true in Chicago?
Yeah, I mean, all you gotta do is be behind the scenes, man. You know what I'm saying? As long as you is willing to be behind the scenes, you don't have to be clouded.
I think social media has made it so much of a thing now to where people really can't be who they are for perpetrating who they want to be behind.
Exactly. They not they self
right
no more.
here.
What throws them off is people that they see with the clout. So they want to be like them.
Yeah.
Cars, clothes, jewelry, all.
Comparing their highlights.
They done forgot about who they was. Cause they
Mm-hmm.
think this is what this is. That's just what they doing. That ain't true. So people lose themselves in this shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, spend all their money to take a decent picture or stand in front of somebody else's car.
I say it all the time. I say, man, people compare their behind the scenes of their real life to people highlight reels on social media. Nobody's gonna show you they struggle.
Nobody.
You know, all you see is they highlights, they best parts, and here you are, you scrolling, you thinking
There's
this
life.
person's life is just
Great.
immaculate.
Yeah, man.
There's no problems. You know what I'm saying? And you go out, spend your whole
Try to be somebody else.
for a day,
So
for
at
one
the end of the
pick.
day,
You said.
I am not a rapper. I just wanted to get that understood.
So you're
because
not a rapper.
I rap
You
too,
just
though.
rap.
I rap too. Can y'all let G-Boy in? He in the cut.
How long you been rapping?
Man, I've been rapping. See, people, like, you know what I did?
Well,
recently?
fuck rapping. How long have you been an artist?
Right, cool. So what I was crazy is I on my Mac, they coming to get you right now, G-Boy. Mac coming out. On my Mac, I went and I was bored one day and I downloaded any project I ever made from the beginning. I think my first one was called OTOD. I made OTOD Part 2. Then I believe I made More Than Swag. Then I made 10 Days in County. But these is OG.
These are all projects.
These is OG mixtape. OTOD came out in like 2010, 2009.
Wow.
Shit I ain't listening to in a minute. But you made me realize, like I did the other day, man, I've been doing this since I was, man.
A long time.
By
man.
myself too. Like how we can do it ourselves.
Yeah.
Hit the button and record. I was on one of them. Remember them old mics that used to come out the fat ass PC? It was just like an LG mic.
Yeah.
I was rapping since then. I used to
Had
hang
this joint
that.
attached to that motherfucker. Yeah.
Straight up, I used to hang that from the ceiling. So, man, what is 2022? About 12, 13 years, bro.
So you play the part, or can play the part, of your own engineer as well.
Definitely.
Okay. Well, that's dope. You say, so, what you want to say, about 13 years, 14 years?
Yeah, man.
OG in it?
OG in it. And now it's so natural for me, man, that I don't even really I don't exercise enough because it's there, but I should. But if I had to lay it down, it's going down. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me kick right to one thing. We're going to get back to you. Your boy Malik McDowell. Nigga than a motherfucker in front of a preschool in Florida.
Why?
Who served him? What the fuck?
What the fuck he was
going on?
off? I don't know, man. The fatty? It gotta
That
be.
could have been the fatty. He'd have been asleep. It was something else. That man had some bath salts or some shit.
Yeah,
So,
man.
The reports say, goddamn it, my man was running from a hotel in front of a preschool, butt ass naked, launched at the police, beat the police ass down. The preschool went on lockdown. They had to take the kids into the bathroom because this nigga's outside they door, stark ass nigga. And you figure an NFL player, he probably got to be about 6'6".
What team he play for?
Cleveland.
Okay.
Was it the Browns? Was it the Browns or something?
The Browns, yeah.
The Browns? Cleveland. They didn't shoot him. They recognized that he wasn't in his right mind. You know what I'm saying? Something had to be going on with him, and they subdued him with the taser. Now, speaking of the taser, a couple weeks ago, police officer called herself, gonna pull the taser, whole time pulled the glizzy, and blew this man down in his car. Y'all remember that shit?
Nah, it's crazy, though.
This shit just happened. And what she got charged with second degree?
Yeah.
Second degree murder? Yeah. Not a first degree, but if you go back and watch the tape, and we were talking about that, you go back and watch the tape, she double clutched that bitch. She had the taser at first, she put that bitch back, and it was a quick and grabbed that bitch. Now, if you've been an officer for how many years you've been, I don't know if you ever held one of those tasers before, but I'm sure we all held a glizzy before. We know the weight comparison from a taser to a glizzy.
Real, especially when you up it, when you get it up. I can
Absolutely.
see grabbing the handle is a handle, but
Whole time
when you up,
you're yelling taser, taser, taser. This bitch is in front of you. You see the joint. Taser, taser, taser. You blew the man.
yeah,
And
so was she white? Oh, not to be racist, but was
she's white.
she white,
Absolutely.
and she
Ain't
still got
racist.
found guilty?
Of second degree.
Okay, see, I would say she gonna get some type of love.
You know how they do after it happened? They put on the crying and the same way we saw Kyle Rittenhouse get away with murder. You know that seems to be the template now. The crying, the immediate remorse to play it off or whatever. But they found her guilty of second degree murder. But again, with that second degree murder, here's Laquan McDonald. And
Hey, do you
what's
know
his name?
the same dude who who did that to him is the same dude that locked me up at my brother's funeral.
Yeah.
I got a picture of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So this shit deeper, and I ain't even want to go into it because
So
y'all
with him,
motherfuckers need to leave
he
it
got in
alone.
jail in a week or so.
Yeah,
Do we feel like
man.
justice was served?
Man, like I say, for me it's a little different because when I seeing his pictures, I'm like, this nigga looks so
What's his
familiar.
name again?
Van Dyke, right?
Van Dyke, Jason Van Dyke.
So seeing him on the news, I'm like, this nigga looks so familiar. So reminiscing, I seen, that shit made the newspaper when they had locked me up and shit. He's standing right behind me. I'm in cuz of the gas station. I remember this plain as day. We all go to the gas station after the funeral burial, literally across the street. The police around the gas station search everybody's car. Everybody was following each other and shit. So they searched at least 20 cars. At the last second, man, whoever white shirt pulled up, they was in the Ninja Turtle suits too. He wasn't even regular police. The white shirt said, man, that's enough. Wrap it up. Because they was searching everybody. This is illegal as hell. So the nigga who was searching my car sped up when he said that and found what he found, right? Me, Billionaire, and Duck was apprehended for that. And looking at the picture, but he was standing right behind me. So I believe he's like not a puppet, but he's been placed. I think he more powerful than what we will ever know.
And he was just made the fall. He was just made the fall guy for that particular situation. Was the reason why.
I think he made a mistake. He abused his power, and they had to get him some kind of.
He made 16 mistakes.
That's what I'm saying. I think he abused his power, and they like, man, we can't get you all the way off the hook, but we should.
Yeah, somebody gonna fall on this motherfucking sword. It ain't gonna be us. You ain't gonna
we can't expose our hand, our whole hand.
Yeah. So with that going on, man, you touched on funeral processions and the police putting you guys out. Nowadays, in our city, in our climate, is becoming a regular thing for police escorts with these funerals. You know what I'm saying? And for a while, I almost didn't know if it was necessary. I thought it was more so geared towards them, you know what I'm saying, than protecting us. But now I'm wondering, like, is this really? It seems like it must be necessary when you got now our city. I can't speak for nobody else's. We shooting up funerals. You know what I'm saying? Like, innocent lives are being lost while mourning. You know what I'm saying? So now I answer my own questions like, shit, is that necessary when burying a loved one?
But to me, man, since it happened to me firsthand, like some people might say, yeah, they there for safety. For me, I believe they there for investigation. So if they know who died, which they know all the members of every block, don't get it twisted because niggas is telling. In the county, they got a special little division for that. They gonna come snatch you up. They gonna give you some snacks and pop, and they gonna ask you who's who. 90% of the good niggas, or 80.
Just selling out for Zooms and whams?
I mean, just for the little shit, man. And the niggas who it's some good niggas, but it's always, you know what I'm saying, fluky ass niggas, and them niggas is gonna tell, hey, I know him. This that simple identification puts you in the mix, right? So when somebody die, they know everybody who they looking for because they been identified some way, somehow. And they come out and they try to find you, and then they find your car and they put the dicks on your car. That's what's going on. And that's disrespectful, man. Like, yeah, I got stories.
To the deceased, right?
Yeah, just to the whole situation. We trying to mourn, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes, 9 times out of 10, it is gonna be a lot of bliss because the city.
Is it really though? Like, let's be for real though. Like,
unfortunately,
that funeral procession line is like an army brigade, bro.
For real.
On some real shit though. Like,
no cap. It is an army brigade. That's a good description.
So is it really disrespectful? Or is it like, shit, we ain't gonna tweak long as y'all don't tweak, but don't tweak? Is it one of them? Could it be one of them?
See, but this the thing though. If it was like that, cool. Cause you hanging out the car and you got blick, you tweaking. But you can be riding tinted down doing nothing. They gon' get behind you because they was watching you from the burial get to that car, so they was on your car, and you not doing nothing. Now that's the part where it's like
profiling.
Yeah, just profiling, targeting, man. So it's a dangerous cat and mouse game they got going on right now, and they doing real good with that.
Okay, we're gonna jump back to some more of that right quick though. China just launched a $1 trillion artificial sun into the atmosphere.
Why? For what though? That's cool and shit, but what's next?
They say it's supposed to be endless source of clean energy. This is what they
that's pretty cool.
Tagged on that motherfucker
for the solar panels and shit.
I don't know what panels. The point is, it's 5 times harder than our shit. And they control that motherfucker.
Yeah, it's dangerous, man.
Like, so at some point, I feel like this. Goddamn, everything else we got made in China. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything made in, now the sun is made in China.
I swear.
What do you think their real purpose is? I say we in trouble. If these niggas is making the sun, and all we make is cars, we
ain't even got the best cars.
We in it.
I don't know, man. That's one thing, and I love thinking about different topics like this. This one, I don't have no theory. I don't have no.
Do you think they doing God's work? Recreating the elements.
I guess I would just want to research a little more, like why.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think we need another son. I think our son is doing cool at his job.
Okay. Let me ask you this. You an entertainer. Well, you do entertainment. Let's just say, all right, you kicking it, you go to the bowling alley, you chilling, you know what I'm saying? You got your entourage, and you got your bag with your bread in it, your jewels and everything, you know what I'm saying? And just for some strange reason, you walk off, leave that bitch, and a random ass fan or whatever find your bag and bring it back to you. Like, man, Swag, I think y'all left this over there, bro. This yours here, bro. You almost walked out without this bitch. First of all, is there a reward for that? Or is it just good looking out, God?
Nah, see me, man, I know one thing I got. One of my organs is too big is my heart, man. And yes, there's definitely a reward for that because I'm gonna take care of you, man. You took care of me. You could have kept my bag. You feel me?
Now, what if you are that person that found that bag and a motherfucker handed you $100?
Well,
I ask you this because
how much money was in the bag?
$300K.
300K.
300,000 in duffel bag.
Oh,
yeah.
What's happening now?
You hear me?
Brenda from Cleveland. We up here. Hey, we up here at the bowling alley. She found Nelly's bag. It had 300,000 in it, and guess what she do? She gave it back. And what they give? What they give? Tell her what they give. They gave her $100 fucking dollars. They gave her $100. Don't get her today. What they do that on the radio station? What radio station they do? We gonna tag the radio station. Don't get her today. They gave her $100 for giving back 300,000.
My man said he got dirty and gave her 100. Gave her a hooch.
$100.
Good looking out. Appreciate it.
I ain't gonna stunt. I would never listen to another Nelly song, but good looking on the 100. But I would have gave her a band, man. You got it.
I would have had to hop on the phone for this nigga just gave me a hooch. I got this nigga back 300K. This nigga just gave me a hooch.
Man,
Check it out.
that about was the worst decision she ever made in her life. She probably feel like.
I'm sure it is now because when you look at it, man, they say good deeds go unnoticed. Real good deeds go unnoticed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You do a good deed.
Right.
And in fact, this deed could in fact change your life and your family life. 300K for, and you didn't steal it. You found it.
And you gave it back though.
And you gave it back. Okay. Let's
I'm gonna get her more than $100, man.
I would hope so, bro.
Nelly, what's up? What you want, man?
Yeah, that was wild. That was whack as hell. That was.
Cause now that everybody know about it, now everybody look at you like this cheap ass nigga. You doing Hardee's commercials and shit.
He just responded, I think today, and said he never lost no money.
So
said it never happened.
I believe him.
It's a video though, bro. Immediately when this happened, like it was a female that did it.
Yeah.
Her homies is with her. They recording her, clowning her. Like, bitch, he just gave you $100. You stupid. They clowning her. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even a clout move. Yeah. It was, bitch, you dumb as hell. I'm gonna blast you. And that's how it went viral. You know what I'm saying? So I absolutely believe that nigga lost that bag. But it put him in such a bad light with that $100 that he had to do damage control.
And say it wasn't true.
Say it wasn't true. I never even lost no motherfucking bag. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's cool. You better not lose another one.
He picked up that phone.
That's for damn sure. I guarantee that motherfucker ain't coming back. Motherfucker's keeping that bitch. Let me ask. Let's ask you something else right quick. We were just talking about Clout, and we come from a city where Clout is king. It's like on New Jack City when he was introducing crack. Like, man, the bitches. Ooh wee! Everybody will do anything for Clout. Okay, and in this city, the music has turned into a form of gaining clout. So, do you feel like? Let me ask you this: do you feel like drill music perpetuates or influences street gang violence?
Unfortunately, absolutely. But why? That's because, like we was talking about earlier, everybody want to be like what they see is working or is popular. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of monkey see, monkey do going on right now with this generation. And yeah, man, it's like this. Let's talk about New York music right now. New York used to be known for what? Lyricism. You know what I'm saying? More riding the beat. Instead of us, our shit was, you know what I'm saying? Not, I wouldn't say always, but for the most part, get them. And you know what I'm saying? We got them. You know what I'm saying? This what we doing. This how we coming. New York then completely fell off with they
following this
with their roots, man. Now they walk down on them at the bodega. What boy? You supposed to be saying some Flash Jay-Z shit. So yeah, man, I think and you know what's crazy though? They violence going up.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to New York?
No, never.
Let me tell you how New York is set up. I've been to New York once, but I stayed in New York for a little while. Here in Chicago, get down on a nigga, hit a cut, hit a gangway, hit an alley. Hop in a car, hit another cut, hit another alley, hit that block, go up a one way if you got to, get on the main street, park that bitch. In New York, it's none of that. Oh, you can even be on feast, get down on a nigga and hit them cuts and do what you gotta do. In New York, ain't no gangways, ain't no alleys.
The house is like this.
Everything connected. So if you pop a nigga on this street,
You gotta run a block.
you gotta run the whole. Imagine the police chasing you. They in the car, you running, looking at their ass down the street. You gotta turn right. They gonna know it. Ain't none.
no
So,
dips.
so I said that to say, they walk ups and shit wasn't really common because it's hard. It's hard, way harder than let's say a city like this. Now that shit is happening, bro. So where I know something wrong, and I think it's the culture.
The gun
Man,
laws
what
is-
you getting
is atrocious in New York. I was reading
mandatory?
that.
Your first gun case, you getting 8 years. Ain't no way around it. Ain't no probation. Your first time, none of that. 8 years. Your
Rikers.
first gun case, you going down.
Ooh.
And they got some crazy gun laws.
Well, with that being said, it's like
So,
do and I'll put myself in this as well because I was a Chicago artist. Do we as Chicago artists, do we have to hold some kind of accountability for the music being an
absolutely.
influence
Do we have to hold ourselves accountable for being trendsetters? Absolutely not.
for setting this particular trend?
Absolutely. I don't think so. What you want us to be sorry because this is what we know?
Not sorry.
Accountability is what?
Accountability. It don't mean you sorry. It's just
It's our fault. It's our fault. Because they want to be like us. Now that's a good question. I sat down and I thought about it. It's not my fault.
Yeah. It's the same way as if, okay, dig this. Eminem,
Yeah.
when he came out, yeah, kids committing suicide and they're doing all kind of, you know what I'm saying, crazy ass shit, you know what I'm saying? The song stand in itself, you know what I'm saying? Like, you think you just a regular person, you can live your regular life, but when you project it into a particular, you know what I'm saying, limelight,
You're right.
you got to understand, like, these people are programmed to follow you. Even if we on Instagram, it's called what? Followers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. We are, in essence, you know what I'm saying, God. So when you put in a particular position to where you your platform is spread to the masses, you have to hold yourself accountable for what you feeding your people.
Right.
If you wear a hat like this today on this show, and this show reach millions of people, they going to find that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, Swagg had this motherfucking hat on. Boy, I'm finna have this. I'm the only nigga in the hood with this hat on. Where you get that hat on, man? Swagg this. Then once you know what I'm saying? So what I mean by accountability is like shit, now that it's gone, we'll say it's gone to shit. The industry is going to shit.
Yep.
Now with that happening, man, if we are to hold ourselves accountable for that happening, with our city and the music and the violence, you know, what could possibly be a solution? It's so much bloodshed, man, and it's so much. I always say all the time, this generation is extremely emotional. You know what I mean? And it's not to take anything away from, you know what I'm saying, who they are, but just everything is emotional. You embarrass me in front of my old lady, I'm gonna kill you. You knock me out, I'm gonna kill you. You say something crazy to me, I'm gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? There's no in between. There's no gray area. It's all black and white. Get the gun. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that's because everything is derived off of the emotion of that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's taking the time to sift through what's worth it and what's not. Everything is so emotional. If you embarrass me, you die. You know what I'm saying? It used to be a time where it's respect your elders. Now it's respect your minors. You better not say nothing crazy to one of these little motherfuckers out here, boy. And you finna think you finna squad up with these niggas. No, they not. There has to be some type of solution that we can even start to implement to, you know what I'm saying, bring the city back around to what V-Dub say, bring back structure? To bring the structure back. What do you think that could be? I know that was a lot, but what do you think?
I'm about to say that was a lot. So what can be implemented to bring structure back? Is what you're saying? It's gonna have to be leadership, and I'm gonna keep saying that. Leadership is everything. Like
Comes
you're
with
saying.
accountability though.
It does come with accountability. I agree. Now I'm gonna have to go back on what I said to answer that question though. But do I feel like we should be held accountable for being trendsetters? I'm not sure. But to fix the issue, I think for sure it's gonna take some responsibility and some leadership to tell the shorties like, man, it's only one way or the other out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? If you get in it. So leaders and trendsetters, man, to basically steer them another way. Now it's school for everybody, no. But is drill the only way? No, you know what I'm saying? So it's many other avenues besides them, and I think we should start exploiting at least some of the other avenues. You know what I'm saying? Business. Let's talk about businessmen. You know what I'm saying? Let's teach shorties to just Google YouTube, man. What the fuck? You can learn anything off the internet now. You don't even need college no more. YouTube credit and just sit your little badass on a computer for an hour a day while you scrolling on motherfucking social media for 10 hours a day.
But you've been a child before. Like, do you really want to learn? You know what I'm saying? As a kid,
I like money, man.
True.
Did I have anybody teaching me about money? No. So I taught myself. Now what
you ain't from the frying heads and stuff.
Man, we talking about some real shit. This the hot seat, boy. This the hot seat. Would I love to teach shorties one thing? It would be how to get money the right way. You know what I'm saying? But I think shorties would be willing to listen to that, but they need a teacher. That's cool. That's listen to
goes
it.
To leadership. You know but shorty's not listening to shit that's not put in the bag over their shoulder.
Not for sure.
And that's why I also say, I used to say the big homies of our generation dropped the ball.
You think so?
I said I used to.
Okay.
I used to say that.
But I agree though. Where they at?
Yeah, that is the ball.
Yeah.
A lot of them gone, but a lot of them around still too. There's a couple that slipped through the cracks, but where they at? You right about that, you know what I'm saying? You right about that, but guess what though? Maybe they mindset ain't like mine. Like, okay, I ain't had nobody, so boom, I would teach. Maybe they just so far gone, like I ain't had nobody, like they don't know how to lead, you know what I'm saying? That could be an issue, but yeah, man, I think there should be some OGs, man, that should speak up a little more. But at the end of the day, they trying to be in the way still, but they don't like they don't like attention. They don't want to be a leader.
Some of them don't, but some of them still try. Some of them still chasing for it. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, they allow the youngin to be the leader. You just want to be in this light.
It's a new generation for them too, though. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a little different. You can't really blame them. But I agree with I think they should play a bigger role on fixing this shit. Like, who really speak up from the city that's OG for this shit? It's a lot of this shit been going on for years, man. Who really done spoke up that people might not be hot right now?
I'm gonna tell you the truth, shit. Like, bro just said, like, a lot of motherfuckers feel like you're getting in the way when you speak up. You know what I'm saying? Speaking up can damn near cost you. You know what I'm saying? Mind your own, you live long. You know what I'm saying? Sort of, kind of. So then that becomes the problem, because speaking up will get you in some shit, but doing nothing contributes to the problem as well.
Right.
So it puts you in a rock and hard place kind of situation. So like,
it depends what you speaking up on. If you speaking up on senselessness, like if you trying to expose shit, then now you in the way.
Yeah,
because you talking too much.
Absolutely.
But if you trying to basically adjust or like fucking put it in your own words how you think the shit ain't right, then how you in the way? Who gonna get mad at an OG to say, man, y'all killing shorties, there's been this many amount of kids shot this year?
It's so heartless, bro. It's so fucking heartless, bro. Like, this generation ain't scared of a motherfucking thing, but that's the adverse effect. Like, when you kill a child, you don't really have that type of humanity, that empathy inside of you to feel
what
for that parent.
About. Yeah, you're right.
Tying into that, you lost a younger brother a few years back to street gang violence.
10 years. It's about to come up on 10 years.
10 years of Southbuck.
Sheesh. It went fast, man.
Does it get better by the day, or?
Yeah. It
Or just
yeah,
become
it depends.
able to
See, now
deal
this
with?
part right here is a good question because I could speak for niggas is my age or not even my age, but just been through what I've been through. It depends on the person, man. It depends on the person if they ready to shake up out of that dark place, man, and just fix it. Because that dark place a bad motherfucker, man. And it ain't happen for me overnight or fast. It took a long ass time. I would say things like losing the rest, a lot of more of my homies and mostly having a daughter and stuff like that. Yeah, the feds did a little something for me, but I still had my feelings about it. So I still came out not a father. I just was really still, you know what I'm saying? But having her now is something else to live for. But what I'm trying to say is that sometimes you need a wake up call, man. And everybody's wake up call come in a different way at a different time. So once you receive that wake up call, you'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? So me, I done had a few of them, and I'm all right now. It's not easy, but it's something that I come to terms with. Like it is what it is, man. It's fucked up.
With having so many with losing so many people to deal, do you really go through the time that you need to grieve each process, or just does your natural defense mechanism kick in? You just block it out so you can have tunnel vision and not feel much.
It was stages. It was stages to where it's like, and don't get it twisted. Like, I still got my triggers about all of this. But it is see the difference between me is like this shit kept happening. Niggas keep dying. That's just crazy ass little spider web we in. I kept like I get healing, get the healing, then feel the pain again.
Exactly.
Then get the healing, then feel the pain again, right? So it's like this. I'm starting to become damn near numb to it. Not numb because I don't give a fuck, but numb because I done learned how to channel that energy, man, and be thankful for me being here still. And understanding that I got my own life to live for, man, and it could still happen to me any day. So
Absolutely.
I ain't finna waste my time in the dark. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That dark, like I go back to that dark place, it's a bad
Because you even
motherfucker.
destroyed yourself.
And I had to fight hard to get up out of there. So I can't forget about all the work I put in, bro, and just slip back. So it might be selfish, but man, I just kind of learned how to channel it into motivation. Now that's the hardest part everybody don't understand. You can let that shit beat you up, or you can learn how to make you go harder. It make me go harder, man, now. Because I done brainwashed myself into, man, I want to make sure he proud now. Fuck it. He watching down now? Fuck it. I'm going to make him proud. I ain't going to crash out. Because if you crash out, little do you know that's not what he wanted you to do.
Absolutely.
He watching you. What the fuck? You going to crash out and sit in the cell or be with his ass. He wasn't trying to meet you. He was trying to watch over you. You feel me? So
Ancestry.
that's right.
Let me ask you this. With that going on, how do you feel about therapy?
Therapy is cool. I guess if
Did you seek any therapy when during any of these times? I say that because our culture, our race is the only race of people that
don't fuck with
that
therapy.
think something wrong with getting therapy for ourselves, bro. Talking to people and getting help for ourselves, bro. And these white people, in a minute, go get some therapy, get their shit together, you know what I'm saying, and then come on back. But we put such a stigma on just the word therapy alone that we don't see it, and then we end up fucked up out of here. How do you feel about therapy?
Therapy is a crazy little story for me because court mandated like 2000, I say 14. I had drug counseling. With the drug counseling, that's all I was. That was my only condition. But they done flipped it and told me, "Well, where your therapy?" I'm like, "What therapy? Well, fuck, I'm gonna do the therapy for court, right?" And it was weird because I didn't know this lady. I'm not trying to tell this lady my business, which is exactly what you talking about. But when I started talking about it was kind of cool because she don't know me.
Exactly.
Fuck
She
it, I
can't
could.
judge you. She don't know nobody you know. You know what I'm saying?
I get a couple things off my chest, and I wasn't even like, she was digging me. I would start like real brief, then she start asking me questions like make me go deeper, right? And to go deeper kind of felt good because I ain't never did that before. So it's something that we not really up with, but I think everybody should give it a try because you never know what it could do for you.
I absolutely agree. I think therapy is one of the biggest tools you could use, not just in grieving, just day-to-day shit. You know what I'm saying? We so introverted as a race, like you don't want to tell your homie what's really going on with you because at any given time, you know, you make him feel some kind of way, that shit could come out. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. So you go talk to somebody that don't know, you can't judge you. Professionally know how to get you to peel back them layers of that onion to address, you know what I'm saying, certain things. Talking about that shit, bro, that shit is healing in itself. And I had an opportunity to experience that for myself a few times, which is the reason why now I'm so big on therapy, because it absolutely fucking works. It works, man. It fucking works. Just to be able to talk and get shit out. A lot of times we hold shit in so much that negative energy never disappears.
Right.
It just transfers. So when you get all this shit built up in you, you might come across some motherfucker again and they say something that trigger you, and you got shit from years and years and years built up. Now here's this. Now here's that. Well, if you just release that shit, get that shit off for you, get that shit up out of you, you don't have to go around and just go through it. That shit helps a whole lot, man. Just to be able to speak to somebody and get some professional tools, some professional pointers to help you deal with your own mind. This is our biggest motherfucking, the biggest enemy, period. I think a lot of time motherfuckers fuck up when they go to jail and hang themselves because you left with just nothing but this. You in a room, in a cell, it's quiet. You got nothing but your thoughts. Anytime I done got locked up, bro, I done sung every fucking song I know 100 fucking times. I done played back last conversations in my mind. Like, all you stuck with is them thoughts. You try to sleep till you realize you can't possibly sleep long enough for the situation to change. You know what I'm saying? And you stuck with your mind, and your mind becomes your biggest enemy. Then you talk yourself into taking yourself out. You know what I'm saying? So
I can't never go like that, but man, that's how it could lead up to for some people.
A lot of teenage young ladies right now are dealing with suicide due to social media influence. Like I'll say maybe 2 months ago, the whistleblower, she came out against Instagram and Facebook and said that their algorithms were intentionally targeting violence, dietary problems, and younger women perpetuating suicide. She came out, and I don't know if y'all remember, she came out when she blew it and exposed them for like the next morning, like one day, for like maybe 4-5 hours. Instagram and Facebook was offline. I don't know if y'all remember that shit. Damn. Like motherfuckers woke up and this just like maybe like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Instagram and Facebook was fucked up.
I ain't know that was why, but now I remember that happened though.
When they bounced back with the name Meta. This lady went on 60 Minutes. She went to the Senate, the Congress, and exposed all the intentional algorithms. They algorithms intentionally perpetuate violence, dietary issues, depression, and because of that, over the past year and a half, going on 2 years, there's been a spike in young teenage women suicide. And you got a daughter. You know what I'm saying? And I got 3 of them. We come up in the age where social media is king. And you know what I'm saying? The influence that it has on our children is unprecedented. So what are some of the tools you would implement to protect your daughter from the influence of social media? As she gets older, though, actually.
Right now, I don't have none, but that's something I'm definitely going to start thinking about because you just put me on. And I think it's important.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because I want to teach her that forget what they doing. Don't get sucked into what's going on or what you see or that. It's a whole nother world in that phone, in them technology, in them tablet, whatever you use, in computer. This the real world. Focus on this real world. You know what I'm saying?
They can't. Like, literally, like, I think this is the reason why the metaverse shit going on. Like, people are literally, they don't know how to be themselves no more. There's no more social. Like, shout out
Saint Picasso.
Shout out Picasso back here, DJ. Goddamn it. He can attest. We in these clubs, bro. And he could be playing the hottest joint. It's ass and bitches everywhere. And it's niggas
in their phone. You ain't lying. Yeah, that's what it is.
Because you don't know how to social. Human interaction is gone.
You know what's crazy, though? and you speaking to a nigga who kind of outside that bubble, but that bubble was very real. You feel me?
Very real.
But I'm not in that bubble, so like my daughter lucky because her instructor or her motherfucking advisor is out of that bubble, so that's why she gonna get a little advantage. But if her advisor or her instructor was in that bubble, then she'll be in trouble, which is most of the motherfucking.
Tired.
Which is most of the world, man. So yeah, what you saying is completely true. But I'm gonna try my best, man, because I'm not really like that. I'm that nigga who's in the spot with him, and I'm not on my phone. I'm very much in the real world.
But you've seen it though.
No, that's what it is.
There's no social interaction. You sit down at the table with a family to eat, and there's no conversation no more. We sit everybody scrolling. Ain't nobody talking no more.
No more.
There's no more real human social interaction. So I think in an instance that creates a problem as well. And I didn't make it to where you don't have to have social interaction. You can be this avatar in a whole other universe. This metaverse. Do you know the metaverse right now, bro? I'm motherfucking about your address out here in the real fucking world. And whenever you decide to go into the metaverse, you got to buy your shit back from them.
Yeah, you could buy land in the metaverse right now.
Not just land, bro. Your land.
Yeah.
Your crib.
It's
I'm
real.
about your shit where you live right now
So
in
they
the
made
real world.
They made another
in
world.
The metaverse, bro. And you gotta pay to get your shit back.
On that thing I got. That's the net. You know, Facebook owned that Oculus. You know what I'm saying? That's Facebook shit. So what they did was they created another world. It's an app in there. You can walk around like you walk around in the real world. You walk around, there's people you can walk in the store. You can go to this address.
Metaverse, bro.
It's a whole nother world. But that people ain't on that yet. So like if you up on shit like that, then you understand me. Yeah, that's real, man. Like a lot of the wealthy
switch their shit to fit the metaverse. You gotta pay real live money to buy you a pair of mics
in the metaverse.
In the metaverse now. Dead ass. I'm so for
But that's
real.
where it's going. That's where it's headed.
That's
everybody want to do virtual reality. It's in the beginning stages, but it's finna go crazy. Like it's the next big thing, man.
That's
for sure, the
NFTs
metaverse.
and shit come in.
I need to learn about that, man.
Man, quick, and then the cryptocurrency.
I'm in there.
Because you got to use the cryptocurrency to purchase anything.
Shout out to Money Man. I'm in there.
Inside the metaverse. You gonna get into the metaverse? Are you in the metaverse?
I'm in the crypto world, but I'm gonna research the metaverse. I ain't trying to wait till it's too late, like Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? I got it a little late. I had a homie who bought that shit, man, back in like 2011. But guess what? He sold it in the crash, like 2014.
He didn't hold it.
That shit drove my boy crazy to this day. That nigga popped 90 milligrams of Adderall and drink a motherfucking handle of Russian vodka now every day. It fucked him up, man. He supposed to be rich. He supposed to be rich, and that shit still haunt him to this day. But yeah, man, I ain't trying to wait too late. So
Bitcoin did crash. I mean, motherfucker.
Yeah, everybody sold, and then it blew up.
That's the stock market period, though.
It crashed. So like he bought his shares at like 13. This is when it first was around. He bought his shares at like $13, bro. He had like 100 and some shit.
He had a whole Bitcoin, or he had
100 and some Bitcoins. He had 100. He was talking about this shit when nobody even was talking about this shit. We used to think he was crazy. He keep telling us Bitcoin, but we wasn't listening to that, and we was shorties at the time.
Shout out to the perks and vodka now.
The Addy and vodkas, man, and that nigga had 100 some Bitcoin. He sold them all. Imagine if he had 10. It's at like what 46,000. That nigga would have had $500,000 off 10.
For one
times
46K.
He had 100. Yeah, man. I ain't trying to wait too long. I ain't trying to be like, man. I ain't trying to wait too long.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, real spit.
Are you a stock market person?
I'm not a stock market part, but I want to learn like options, not stocks, more options and futures. I know the difference about the shit, but I ain't in there. I'm just.
You know what else I think we fucked
one.
up at in school? They don't teach us money management, bro.
They don't teach us none of that.
We was never taught money management. I learned my money management being outside, keeping up with the count.
Fucking the sack up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sitting there looking dumb.
That money like that.
Sitting there looking stupid. Like what happened?
Straight up.
Yeah.
I think if we were taught money management in class, man, like even with that, man, and talk about these things that other races are privy to at a younger age, then you know what I'm saying, maybe he would have had a little bit more.
It comes with heritage too, man. Like it's up to us to change the way what we teach our kids. At the end of the day, school is cool, but they also teach you shit that's not even true. Like the fucking Indians and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit that didn't even go like that. It was a straight massacre. And they turned this shit to a holiday. We celebrate the massacre. They done brainwashed the fuck out of us instead of teaching us shit like what you talking about. But guess who it's up to teach us that shit? It's up to the parents. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta, I always say all the time, you gotta unlearn and relearn. Unlearn that bullshit that we was taught and relearn. The truth is that once you see the light, bro, it's hard to unsee that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So.
But with that teaching us and celebrating that massacre, I feel like they did the same thing with MLK Day.
Yeah.
Like we celebrate the day, you know what I'm saying? He died and shit like that as one of them days, but do they on the other end celebrate it as the day that they you know what I'm saying? The day they whacked him? Are they secretly celebrating that shit too on that end? And
how y'all celebrating? How y'all celebrating, right?
You feel me? So that's what I mean by unlearning and relearning, man, and just using your own thought process, man. We're gonna get into some hot seat shit. We gonna this is my disclaimer to whoever Swagg's significant other may be. These current questions are not for the current situation, they're just for the sake of the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Please don't hold it against him, but I need real answers here.
When I was a hot boy.
Okay.
Hot seat when I was a hot boy.
Let me ask you something.
What up?
Swagg, have you ever had your old lady in the room with a chick you was smashing or done smashed and she didn't know about it?
Absolutely. I think everybody had a situation like that, but that depends on what kind of nigga you is. Like a second ago, I was popping out. So
did you have us sitting around like I mean not just on some old,
you talking about in the crib?
We go to a club and she happened to be there. No, you call this bitch sis.
No,
low key, you know what I'm saying? But 4-5 years ago, you done cracked her before though, and your lady don't know though. You feel what I'm saying? Has this ever happened?
I ain't never been the best friend, nigga, or nothing like that. Sis, nigga, I ain't never been like that. I keep it all the way thorough. They know what's up, where we stand. But I mean,
Swagg is taking the politically safe route. And
no, the truth is though, man.
I'm okay with that. I'm
the
all
truth
right with
is
that.
though, man, that
you just said we all do it.
He back there talking shit. He back there talking shit.
Hey, do we got to get Picasso and Mike up here?
No, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Bullshit, man. Picasso on bullshit, man. No, man. I ain't never did.
So you've never?
Bro. It ain't right.
Is it cool? I was gonna ask you. Is it cool? Is it cool?
It's shit wrong, man. It's bogus.
So
man.
let's just so do you tell your old lady like, man, it ain't this no more. You know what I'm saying? But shit. I done crashed with it a few times back in the day. It just is what it is right now.
See,
do you say that, or do you just skip all that because you don't want the rigmarole that may come with her?
I'm in the middle because I don't really put I ain't gonna really this like the old days, man. I ain't gonna ask some shit I done forgot I hit. Like you feel me? I done seen her and forgot I hit her.
Nah, Cap. You never forget a bitch you can crack. You never. I don't give a fuck if you see that bitch down the line and she busted. You like, ooh, I can't believe I cracked.
Hot boy days, man. You gotta understand that. I was in my prime a minute ago, bro.
Oh, so many.
Man.
The lifestyle brought about so many. It's like, all right.
Tripping, bro. We used to get slapped. Like, them days was crazy.
So your pussy count ain't quite like the average niggas then. You know what I'm saying? Like, on a regular day, like, we catch something in the club, like, you hear the city and your DM blow up, just free pussy, just, you know what I'm saying?
My hit rate is flawless, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I can believe that.
I don't miss too much, man. So like this, it's been times like if we outside and everything ain't decent, but I'm gonna choose the best one and fuck it. If we just gonna ride with it that day, then that's what happened. But I ain't like that no more. But it used to be like that, man. What else is it to do? Shit.
But
I was young and gunning. Gunning, boy.
All right, let me ask you this. Are you in a relationship right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so dig this right here. How long did it take for, let's just say you dating a chick, and any of y'all can answer this. Let's just say you dating a chick. How long is long enough to where you comfortable to where this bitch can poot around you?
Shit.
Fart.
Fart
Shit, but we're gonna say fart.
To me,
a chick can excuse herself and go shit. Yeah. I had a bitch go all the way home.
And shit.
To shit
or
and come back
that,
before.
Or hold that shit. And I know, I be so wrong. You talking about your stomach hurt. I'm like, go shit. But
how long y'all been kicking it long enough to where y'all ain't in the bed, y'all chilling and shit?
You can't do it like.
Bitch just let one rip like, ooh.
Yeah, you can't do it. You can't do it too fast. I ain't gonna lie. That's one thing.
What's long enough though?
I know, right? Oh man, that's a hard question.
Saint, what's long enough?
No,
A year.
not a year, G. Not a year. Not a year because you're not being real. You're not being real, man. Let's say I would say a couple sessions of kicking it, man. At least it depends how you do it. Like if you just do it and then act like ain't shit happening, then what the fuck? But if you do it like, hey man, I'm finna tell you what's finna go on and it's finna happen.
Let this bitch ride.
It's finna happen. I'm gonna laugh at you, but it's cool because I'm
putting your ass out immediately. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's.
There
I
is
think
no
that
time
shows.
limit. There's no time limit. Don't ever.
Oh no, I'm doing under the cover.
There's no time
And
limit.
not say
hell
nothing,
no.
but not that. But you, if you don't say nothing, you bogus as hell.
One of them joints. She
No,
saying
man.
that bitch, you know what I'm saying?
I don't like that.
I had some niggas say they shoot back, like fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Blow back at her ass. On the real.
I think at least a couple times you gotta kick it a couple times and just announce it. If you announce it, it's cool. But if you just doing it, that ain't. We probably ain't gonna kick it no more. And one thing about it is, I think they burp. I think they'll fart before they burp in front of you, loud. Like you know what I'm saying. But I think when they not around us, they be doing all that shit.
She let that bitch rip. But the other shit, and it's 6 years in, like I swear to God, right now, she would get the fuck up. Won't even say shit, just dip.
She embarrassed of you,
And
nigga. You embarrass her.
This ain't no secret, it's known. Don't fart in front of me. Don't do it. Don't do it. You act the ass in the street, I'ma act the ass in the street. Don't do that. What's your nationality?
I'm Blaxican.
Blaxican.
I'm black and Mexican.
Black and
but
Mexican.
I'm really more Mexican than I am black. Cause my pops, his side of the family wasn't really like. I see my Mexican family every day. Still, even to this day, like every birthday, major holiday, we getting up. My black side, I love them too. You know what I'm saying? We locked in too, but I see them way less than I see my Mexican side. So I just look like this, but I'm really Mexican. But I'm black too, man. My first language. First language is Spanish before English.
Your mother's Mexican, your father's black?
My mom, yeah. That's
okay.
Right.
So John is
black.
Hispanic?
That's right. No, he black.
He's black? Okay. And I asked that because we'll get to the feds real quick, but when you came out, I saw you start going really, really hard on the reggaeton joint.
Yeah.
On the Latino music side. Here it is. You know what I'm saying? We've kicked it quite a few times on the personal level, and I had no idea you even knew Spanish. Let alone
bust that shit out, huh? Bust that shit out, random time. Do that.
Went crazy. I'm like, what the fuck?
Blah, 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 blah. I get us in.
I don't know what the fuck you saying, but I know this fool. You know what I'm saying? He got it. All right.
Cause I seen it coming, man. Like I don't know if y'all paying attention to the Spanish market. It's not even. They done made a whole new genre. It's called Latin trap. A little bit less killing and shit, but they'll talk about having pipes and shit, but they ain't really like. It's deep with it, but it's getting to the point where at first Latinos didn't want to hear that shit, man. Their music is more, I wouldn't say like positive, but it's more feel good music. You know what I'm saying? They dance way more. You know what I'm saying? But I seen the wave coming of same influence, and like we did in New York, I seen the influence in the Latin community because I'm in there. And you know what I'm saying? I'm raised with that also. So what I do, I jumped the board early. You know what I'm saying? And I started practicing because talking is one thing, but catching the beat and rapping and finding words that rap, it take practice, man.
Sounds tedious.
So I started practicing my craft, man, and that's just another lane that I also wanted to get into, but it's blown up now. Like the Bad Bunnies and the Anwellis, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas is really richer than American artists. Like look it up, bro. That Latin trap artists is getting more money than rappers, bro. I watched it from that wasn't the case to that's definitely the case now.
It's absolutely the case.
For sure. So
Do you think it's influential to why niggas will try to learn to be bilingual, to hop in that lane?
I think they should, but niggas be so single-minded, you know what I'm saying? They be single-track-minded, but I believe a nigga think it's cool. I don't give a fuck how gangster you is to see another nigga that know another language. You kind of wish you knew another language,
Absolutely.
Too. Yeah, so I think and you know, the answer is yes, you can look at major artists that try. It's major artists just doing songs with Spanish niggas and or even throw a bar or two in their song in Spanish.
Guilty, that would be me. You know what I'm saying? A bar or two, the most common
try
bar
some.
or two. Yeah.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, you know what I'm saying? Little panito, panocha, some shit like that.
You ain't for me.
Yeah, we always learn the dirty words first.
Yeah, you know that.
We learn to talk. We learn to cuss a motherfucker out. That's our first words of any kind
How
of
you say bitch?
Yeah, punta, you know, that type of shit. And they be laughing at us.
Yeah, they do.
Like, I ain't even say the word, but yeah. All right, let me ask you this. We talk a lot on this show about the male being pulled away from the home as far as systematic shit with the housing and the Section 8 and stuff like that. Did you grow up with your father?
No. I grew up with my stepfather.
Your stepfather. Okay, was that did that substitute the place of your father, or they just...
No, it was tough. It took me to get grown and see with my own eyes for it to get all the way locked in. But no, that affected me. The split affected me for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like had your father been in your home or in your life more, your some of the decisions that you might have made might have had a different adverse effect?
Hell yeah. Cause you don't want to whoop the kid ass all the time when you the stepdaddy, you know what I'm saying? If you the daddy, you whoop that ass.
Yeah,
shit.
get in
So
that ass,
at the end of the day, I was bad as fuck because I wasn't getting that ass whooped like that.
So when what were okay, so upon doing my homework, you know what I'm saying, I found out that your pops had did 2 bits, or how'd that go?
Yep, 2 bits, yep.
Long joints.
Yeah, the first one was like 11, and then he was out for like 2 years. Then he been gone ever since then.
So it's fair to say that you grew up without him.
For sure.
Okay.
But don't get it twisted though. My OG was real good about taking me to see him. You know what I'm saying? So I know him to a certain point through the visiting room and through the phone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it ain't like I can't even understand. Like I don't know his favorite color right now. It's little shit like that I don't know. But I feel like I do got a decent relationship with him to where I done had talks with him and built with him. You know what I'm saying? And it was always like a thing I wanted. I wanted that. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to know.
I would imagine so.
I wanted to know everything I needed to know about that. But mostly it was limited.
Do you hold him with any kind of accountability for?
So I did
leaving?
when I was young. Man, like I said, it came to being older. So that's another thing. When I got older and went to the feds, my motherfucking self.
That's what we want to ask question. Because I saw you came across him and
I didn't come across him. I wish I did. They ain't let me. Our points was different. But
so at no point in time he was locked up, did you cross paths with your father?
No, that would have been cool though. But nah.
Okay.
But being in the feds, it helped me understand differently. I even had a conversation with my sister from the feds because we used to feel the same way about him steady leaving us. And I had to break it down for her, and I think I saved her their relationship. Just with the words I gave us like this, nobody chooses to be in that bitch, man. It's real good niggas in that motherfucker. Nobody want to be there. Like, nobody plans. Yeah, we know what come with this shit, but nobody wants to really go through that, man. You feel me? We ain't really, we ain't mean it. When you get there and they give them football numbers, I was just trying to do something. So I done bumped into so many good niggas, man, that's not coming home. You know what I'm saying? One of my cellies not coming home. One of my cellies, when I went in that bitch, my first cellie told me he been in there since I was 7. Good nigga, though. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of seen how he felt about his kid, and it sucked when you put yourself in their shoes because it's like you ultimately fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like you feel a little sympathy, man, because once you in there, like I said, once you out here, you'll never understand until you get in that bitch. Once you in there, you feel where they coming from, man, because you also made the same mistake, but you might get blessed with an outdate way shorter than they shit, but you feel them. You feel like, man, I ain't mad at you no more, man, because this just what happened and this is what it was. Nobody planned for it to go like that. So for everybody who mad at whoever for steady getting locked up, you just gotta understand that nobody chooses
to go
that decision, man.
Is there a such thing as rehabilitation? You got those guys that's been gone 20, 23 years to where you had to adapt to life inside these walls. Is there a such thing as reintroducing them into society and expect them to function like normal people? Is that a real thing?
It's a real thing, but it come from the man. Like when you in there, it's the yard, it's the motherfucking. The yard is like the streets, and the politics is still there. It's still politics. You can be interested and entertained by that shit, or you can just learn how to move with that shit and build. You know what I'm saying? Like my first month.
Coming out.
I know. My first month, I was with the bullshit. I was on the yard smoking weed, fucking with all the members, and gambling. And then something hit me after the second month. I started working out, reading books. Then it led to going to school. Then it led to, damn, one day I'm gonna get out. This shit not all the way over. Like, It don't give a fuck if it's 20 years or if it's 2 years. You gonna come home. If you're not coming home, then I can't say you obviously gonna adapt and that's it. But if you is coming home, it's up to you to understand that, man, you gotta set yourself up for success. Now every nigga not really with that type of shit. Some niggas just go with the flow all the way. But you can fucking adjust and adapt to your situation and use all that time to prepare yourself for when you do get out and rehabilitate.
No matter how long you've been
no matter how long, because that's just more time you got to build and read and learn and fucking plan. If you do more time, bro, and you come out and you fuck up and go back in, you dumb as hell to me, because look at all this time you had to prepare. You just stupid. The more time you got to prepare and you come out and you fumble, then you just fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? You had all this time to get your shit together. You should be using that time wisely, man. So I don't got no pity, no motherfucking understanding for a nigga who fuck himself up after doing a lot of time. That's dumb.
Okay, we're gonna wrap this up. I mean, I said that because a guy told me a story like recently. You know what I'm saying? He said his guy was gone for a long time, man, and he was gone so long that when he came home, the world had changed so much that he just couldn't get with it. He woke up and told his grandma he was going home, and he went and committed a crime just to get back where he was more comfortable. He was more comfortable. He had been behind the wall so long. He was more comfortable in there.
That nigga might be
outside,
gay.
He felt so.
That nigga might be gay or something. The fuck? It's money out here. It's girls out here. It's family out here. Fuck, ain't shit back there but niggas.
Yeah.
Niggas. I tired of sitting around niggas, bro.
Y'all heard it right here on the Heat Check first. The nigga might be gay.
Nigga might be gay.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you sliding through, man. It took a long time, man, but it was worth the wait.
We do it again sometime,
You know what I'm
man. I
saying?
enjoy
Whenever you
myself,
ready to do
man.
it,
For
it's
sure.
always-
I'm in the hot seat and it's the Heat Check, man. Good luck. I appreciate y'all for having me, man. Go tap into that Money Mitch, JoJo World, Long Live Duck, man. Let's get it.
It's your boy, Papa Rothstein. Shout out to my co-host, Reds Grind Harder. It's episode 19, the Heat Check. Let's go.
My niggas 24 with the cocoa. Make a fiend to the street like go-go. Came in with stick, no pogo. Go Nick, make everybody get low. One shot to the head, that dolo. All my hitters gon' hit on score go. Just like this money we don't fold. We live and die by the Chico. Vegas bitch.